Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, or scheduling a private reading, then look down below in the description box as all those links are down below. I'm also going to have there the timestamps. But first, let me talk a little bit about what this pick a card reading will be focusing on. Well, right now we are in the Lionsgate portal time frame. Okay, the portal opened on July 28th and it's going to remain open until August 12th. However, the peak of the Lionsgate portal is on August 8th, 2025. So today, I decided to do a pick a card reading. Actually, I've been doing a pick a card reading for the Lionsgate portal since 2022. So today I'm going to be focusing on what potential opportunities you can be experiencing, or you can take, or you can make, or, however you want to word that. But it's all about the opportunities here available potentially for you during this Lionsgate portal, especially during that peak on August 8th. That being said, let's take a look at each of the groups and the crystals that are representing each of the groups. So group number 1 is represented by black tourmaline. Okay, group number 1, black tourmaline. Group number 2 is represented by clear quartz crystal. This is actually a Faden quartz crystal. And group number 3 is represented by the amethyst crystal. Now, allow yourself to connect with your inner oracle, dial down the internal and external noise, and allow your intuition and higher self to guide you to either the group or groups you are guided to select. And I will see you in your designated group. Hello, intuitive friend, and you selected group number 2, and group number 2 is represented by the black tourmaline. Now, group number 1, you do have preliminary cards here. I will also do a live shuffling. Remember, I'm channeling messages focusing on the potential opportunities that this Lionsgate portal may bring you and may bring in your direction. Now, the Lionsgate portal already started opening up on July 28th and will remain open until August 12th. However, the peak of that Lionsgate portal will occur on August 8th, or the number 88. That being said, let's take a look at your preliminary pile, and then we're going to do more live shuffling. You have here descendant, and this is talking about the astrological placement, okay? So the descendant, we'll talk more about that in a minute. You also have here Neptune and sacrifice. And last but not least, you have here nourishment, okay? Now, when we're talking about descendant, it says their invitation. And one of the opportunities here that may be at your disposal during this Lionsgate portal is your opportunity to attract aligned people, people that are more aligned to your kind of soul tribe type of energy. Now, this could be in the romantic sector. This could also be in the collaboration in work, okay, collaboration with friends, family, loved ones, collaboration with your partner. So it could have that kind of like more of that aligned energy. You meeting more people or new people through those people that you already know, that you already have that kind of like soul level connection. This could also be talking about attracting people who are aligned more to the core of your spirituality, the awakening, your ability to connect with your higher self, and maybe finding more resources and more people and more community minded individuals that are maybe on that same high vibrational frequency. You also have here Neptune. Now, Neptune is about the dreams, intuition, and illusions. I want to talk a little bit about the illusions very quickly because it does connect here with this card. And the reason it connects is because in order for you to be able to connect and align yourself with people who are more into that soul to soul level connection, into that aligned type of energy, um, it's going to be very, very important for you to pay close attention to who the people are in your environment. Who are you attracting? What are the energies you are being attracted to? And that's because with Neptune comes illusions. So, in order to be able to find your soul tribe, whether that be in your romantic sector, whether it be in your career or your spiritual journey, it is important for you to release things that no longer serve you. So, outdated beliefs or the illusions of things that you may have had from the past or recent past. So there's this energy here for a disconnect of that in order for you to, again, your energy invite that beautiful soul tribe to you, or you be attracted to more like-minded souls. You also have here nourishment. Okay, so it's going to be very important for you to take care of yourself, to anchor your ascension and your activation with grounding, with self-care, with eating correctly, with eating nutritious food, eating foods that are very much connected to light or that solar energy or solar, fruits and vegetables that get that, direct sunlight here. Okay. I'm also getting here with Neptune. And of course, Neptune is also about your abilities, right? Your six senses, so to speak. And I feel that during this Lionsgate portal, there's an opportunity, a very good opportunity for you to continue to tap into your spiritual abilities. Maybe through meditation, maybe through journaling, maybe through spending more time doing and creating or connecting with your hobbies or things that you are passionate about. It could also be here nourishing that spirituality within you as well. So the veil between the earth and the ethereal is very thin during the Lionsgate portal. It's that opening that's happening. And so this could very much help you here with this Neptune, that you are that you're going to be here potentially able to visualize things, see things, see things for what they are, and being able to ground in the truth of the existence of what that is, push back the illusions, and really nourish that grounding, nourish that activation, nourish your spiritual senses, your higher self, your ability to see the truth of things so that you're able to connect more to that soul family or those people who are much closer or much more connected to your alignment, okay, to your spiritual alignment. So beautiful opportunities here so far. Let's dive into a little bit more here and what other potential opportunities you may have here. Group number one. By the way, group number one, if you were in between whether you should pick group number one or group number two, I would advise you to also take a look at group number two. Now, that's only if you felt called to that kind of like, should I, shouldn't I? Okay. And there's a reason. You'll find that more about that later. But you have here bliss. And yes, this is beautiful. It says cherishing the day. And I'm getting this is like cherishing those connections, cherishing your ability to be able to connect with your higher self, be able to nourish and ground and find that happiness, the contentment, the satisfaction of you being really able to connect with those relationships, nourish your body, soul, and self-care, and be able to amplify this activation that for you at this particular moment in time could be very much an important piece here to your spiritual development, as well as your being able to download messages. And guess what just jumped out of the deck just for you here? You have Swan Queen transformation and the prison wave, exactly what I was talking about a little while ago. Remember that I was talking about the illusion of that Neptune energy, that I said that there is this kind of requirement of you during this Lionsgate portal to let go, to release yourself from outdated energies, preconceived notions of how you think something should occur or what people you could connect with. And this is exactly what this is about. It's you disconnecting from your self sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, or poverty consciousness. That is going to be very important for you in order to be able to really thrive in this period of transformation. Now, intuition is here also, which again, validation confirmation here on this Neptune energy. And by the way, this is also green. Take a look at that. Talk about validation confirmation. The same person here with long hair, green, and a crown is the same person here that just popped out of the deck by itself, kind of like a light greenish hair with the same crown. So again, there's this sense of you being able to tap into your intuition because of that veil being very thin during the Lionsgate portal. There's also here a sense of you having the grace to give yourself the grace during this transformation process or during this sense of ascension here at this moment in time. You do have patience here. Patience is going to give you the ability to ground yourself. You do have the number 13. Okay, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Now, very interesting is that both these cards jumped out of the deck together, and they are mirror numbers. So you have the number 13 and the number 31. There you go. Look at that, the number 31. Now remember, with the prisoner wave, we're talking about you taking that mental inventory, okay, that mental and emotional inventory in order for you to let go of the illusions here. Oh, very interesting. It fell literally right here with that card of Neptune. So talk about validation confirmation here. But it's going to be very important for you to take the mental emotional inventory that you need in order to be able to attract more of people who are better aligned with your it's interesting. What is it? Carpe diem, seize the day. I'm also getting that in regards to this card right here. So this bliss, that may be something that you may kind of in a way say. Some of you, this may be very much connected to that type of energy. Carpe diem, seize the day. Be able to really enjoy and make the best out of every single opportunity here for yourselves. So, wow, talk about validation confirmation here. Mirror number 1331. Okay, let's see. Is there another number? No. Yeah, it was those two. Yeah. Validation confirmation. All right, let's take a look at your last card. Now, remember, this could be the transition and the transformation that may occur within the year. Okay, so this is the Lionsgate portal of 2025, and these energies here can continually shift. So I feel that next year, by next year, this time, you're going to see how this may have resonated for you throughout the next between now and the next Lionsgate portal. That being said, let's take a look at the advice here for you in regards to the potential opportunities here. And you have here giraffe, visionary. All right. It says rise above earthly matters. Okay. Don't let yourself get weighed down. Remember, I told you, have the patience and the grace to give yourself as you're in a way ascending and letting go of these illusions or this sense of outdated perceptions or energies or limited beliefs. self-sabotaging thoughts, and poverty consciousness, okay? It says glide through life with grace. Here we go. I just said that word a little while ago. I said, give yourself the grace. There you go. It says you are able to see the right path, stand tall in your self-worth, and love with a big heart. Now, what's interesting about love with a big heart is the heart chakra, the energy center of the body that focuses on the heart chakra is green. So you have a lot of green here. You have green here and green here. So very, very interesting here. But there you go. Group number one, that's your message here. And I hope it has resonated for you and it continues to resonate through this Lionsgate portal all the way through next year. I look forward to seeing your comments down below as well as your dropping a rose. And I'll see you soon. Hello, intuitive friend, and you selected group number two, and group number two is represented by the quartz crystal, specifically the Faden quartz crystal. And let's take a look at your preliminary pile. Of course, I will be doing some live shuffling, and these messages are going to be focusing on what your potential opportunity could be here in regards to this Lionsgate portal, which opened on July 28th and will remain open all the way through August 12th. Okay. Now, as you know, the peak of the Lionsgate portal will occur on August 8 or 8/8 in 2025. So let's take a look at what's in store here for you as potential and possible opportunities for you. You do have here Neptune, which says vision. You have Venus, which says love. I mean, that's a beautiful message there already. And you also have growth, specifically waxing crescent moon. Okay, so that may be very specific here for some of you. Now, let's talk about this Neptune. First and foremost, if you were on the fence whether to select group number one or group number two, and you decided, well, I'll go with group number two, group number one may have additional messages for you. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. And that's only if you were called to kind of like you were kind of in between the two groups. But let's talk about this Neptune energy here. Now, during this Lionsgate portal, Neptune is all about the six senses. It's about the dreaminess, the consciousness, subconscious as well. So it's your psychic abilities, your six senses. And due to the fact that the portal is open, it is the sense of opening the veil. There's a thin layer of that veil. The veil is very thin right now. It's an opening. It's a portal opening. So being able to see the unseen through powerful downloads. Now that may happen here for you here, group number two, in different ways. You could have messages or prophetic messages through your dreams, maybe through your meditation, maybe here through just like an aha moment where you're just doing something in a meditative state, whether that be a hobby, whether it be something that you know, are fond of doing. And then all of a sudden you just get this download. But this is all about your soul path. It's about that creative artistic calling that may be here waking up within you that may very much connect with your spirituality, with your six senses. Okay. So for some of you, it's as if you're going to be getting powerful downloads here during this I'm sorry, it is, by the way, Mercury retrograde, but during this Lionsgate portal. Okay, so again, and for some of you, I don't know why I was downloading Mercury in retrograde. Maybe there's something here in a connection for you in regards to that Mercury in retrograde and this Neptune. Who knows? Maybe you have Virgo or Gemini in that placement on your astrological natal chart. But however this may resonate for you, that vision is the vision of what you may not see with your physical eyes, but may be able to see with your intuitive senses, okay? You also have here Venus, and I feel that there's this open door of this portal opening up, not only because it's a thin veil here between the earth, the earthly matters, or the earth, energy, and the ethereal, but also here having to do with the opening of your heart chakra. Okay. Now, I feel that due to the fact that these opportunities that may potentially be coming in for you, and the fact that you have Venus here and it says love, it may be very much connected to you having the upgrades or linking with this downloaded energy or powerful uploads, focusing on upgrading your connections or upgrading your relationships. Okay. So that may be very important. So people, connections, business opportunities. And you're really going to be looking at the value that those things and people and environments hold. And I feel that you are going to really be able to grab those opportunities and increase not only the pleasure and the flow of that beauty within those areas, but also be able to elevate those connections. Okay. Now, they don't all have to do with romance. Of course, some may particularly be very much connected to your romantic sector, as that is one of the areas that Venus influences. But remember, now Venus also influences what you value and who values you, and literally tangible value like career and finances. So this could be an elevation in many different ways, in many different aspects, and many different spheres that Venus influences. Okay. So that is coming through very strongly here. You also have here growth. Now, the Lionsgate portal may also give you the opportunity to be able to see a different version of yourself. Okay. So especially if you've been feeling stuck lately, or you've been feeling kind of like maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason why I was channeling Mercury in retrograde. Maybe because of this Mercury in retrograde. And Mercury in retrograde is happening during the Lionsgate portal energy. And for you, group two, that may be a connection. You may have been feeling kind of stuck and like things aren't moving, which they aren't really. What's really moving is your ability to see things in a different way and to kind of like review, reassess, recalibrate, and reevaluate things. And maybe for some of you, that's the reason why I channeled Mercury retrograde a little while ago, not only because it's actually happening, but because that may be that connection here with the fact that you may feel like you're stuck in something. And this reading is giving you the validation confirmation that you need in order to be aware of the fact that that may be here temporarily, but still work with that Lionsgate portal energy, because whatever you may feel isn't really moving or growing may potentially be moving and growing. Okay. So there you go. I mean, that was very, yeah, because and look at that. And you also, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but you also have the number 5 here, and 5 is all about changes. Now, what's interesting, you have 5 here, and this is 4, so 4, 5. So again, there is this kind of indication here, like, listen, if something feels stuck, something feels like it's not moving, or that your mind is kind of stuck on the past, it could be because of this Mercury in retrograde, but you are going to soon be out of that energy. And remember that growth takes time, and growth is not always linear either. So there may be here this energy of like growing pains. You know what I mean? Like a level of uncomfortability here during this Lionsgate portal. And this is kind of like, in a way, giving you that fear. It's like giving you that support. Like, hey, yeah, right now you don't feel in the best energy or in the best mood or in the best position that you feel you could be. But there is an opportunity here as long as you keep your kind of like intuitive eyes open for that growth and for that transition here. So yeah, that made a whole lot of sense. I was like, why am I channeling? Because I already did group number 1 and that didn't happen. That message didn't come through for group number 1. So that means it was very specific to you, group number 2. All right, let's take a look here. You have effort. Look at that. Doing due diligence, doing your due diligence. Okay. So growth is going to take not only time and patience, but it's also going to take you to place the efforts that are necessary in order for you to grow. So the effort and the consistency and the patience. So the Lionsgate portal may bring potential energy focusing on growth, on you being unstuck. Yes, there may be a little bit of growing pains involved. Yes, it may be kind of difficult from time to time, but it says here conquering your demons. So there is this energy here, especially here with Neptune. Conquering your demons, conquering the illusions that you may have in your mind or in the back of your mind, is you letting go of that and rising like the phoenix. So even if you feel right now that you're not growing, kind of like the caterpillar when it's in a cocoon, this Lionsgate portal is still offering you the opportunity to push through that energy of the Mercury in retrograde and allow yourself to still push yourself through and make something happen and grow. And there are going to be times where, interesting, the 6 plus 2 is equal to 8, and then you have the number 7. So here you have consecutive numbers. You have 4 to 5, and then 8 to 7. And like I said, it's coming through as if the growth is not always going to be linear. You're going to feel like sometimes like you take, 8 steps forward and then take 7 back, but then goes 4 forward. And you know what I mean? So I'm getting this kind of like, because it's consecutive. See, number 26 here. 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. See, 26. And then you also have here the number 7. So there's like consecutive numbers here. Yeah, there's going to be a growth and progress here. It may not always be linear, but again, there's this sense of you elevating your consciousness, elevating your connections, and moving forward in your soul path. And I feel that a lot of this is going to, just like it happened to me while I was doing your reading, that I downloaded Mercury in retrograde. You may be getting those type of downloads here. And that could give you, like, again, it's giving you the opportunity to have those aha moments and grow along with it, trying to get insights. You have here the camel boy. It says small steps. Yeah, don't overwhelm yourself. It says asking for help. And you also have the angel number 33. So don't be afraid during this Lionsgate portal to connect with the ethers, to connect with the ethereal, with the galactic, with your starseed family, if that resonates with you. Don't be afraid to ask for help through this transition and through this opportunity that the Lionsgate portal is going to give you. It's going to be small steps. Like I said, growth is not going to be linear. It's not going to be in the way that you it's not going to be like step 1, step 2, step 3. Like I said, sometimes you'll be in step 8 and then you'll go back to step number 4 and then you'll go fast forward to, to 9 and so forth. Okay? So I'm getting that energy. And by the way, you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 plus 3 is equal to 7. I'm telling you. But it's funny because the numbers have come out in a different way. But if I were to bring everything to a sequential order, if I would name it, or if I say the numbers in sequential order, it starts with Venus, 4, growth, 5, small steps and asking for help would be 6. There's going to be sign symbol synchronicities here for you, by the way, with this camel boy. 7 is effort, and then 8 is Neptune, which is vision. By the way, some of you are going to have the opportunity to move directions here. That could be in like move jobs or careers or positions. This could also be movement as in residential, moving to a different city, state, country, town. This could also be within this Lionsgate portal, which is 8/8/2025, to next year's Lionsgate portal, which is the peak, which would be 8/8/2026. You may do a lot of traveling. There's something here about travel, like physical travel. It could also be, I mean, for some of you, maybe this may be talking about astral travel too. I mean, maybe that's something that is going to resonate for you between now and next year. But Camel Boy is about that frequency also, because the Camel Boy is um, playing a flute. So there is something about you connecting with that frequency now during the Lionsgate portal and being able to, like I said, get those powerful downloads. You also have here Hawk, which is messenger. Wow. Messengers from the divine. See, getting that connection, powerful download. It says spirit is sending you messages. Told you, sign symbol synchronicities. I mean, it's written all over here. All over, especially angel number 4. I'm sorry, 3 3. I don't know why I was going to say 4 4, but it's 3 3. But for some of you, may see 4 4. It says spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision. I mean, validation, confirmation here. Neptune, vision. Like I can't make this up. Look, you see that? There you go. Yeah, very beautiful message here for you. Great opportunities here for you. And by the way, hawk as a bird is about movement. It's also about communication. Movement, communication. Told you, moving from one place to another. It says focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. I mean, validation, confirmation here, group number 2. Group number 2, I hope these messages have been insightful. Please feel free to drop a rose in the comment section and let me know how these messages may have resonated for you or will be resonating for you throughout the year. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye. Hello, intuitive friend, and you selected group number 3. Group number 3 is represented by the amethyst crystal. As you know, the Lionsgate portal opened on July 28th and will be open until August 12th. And the peak of the Lionsgate portal is on August 8th or 8/8/2025. Now, this is the preliminary pile. And of course, I will be doing some live shuffling, but let's take a look at the potential opportunities that you may have here during this Lionsgate portal. And you have here Pluto, and Pluto says rebirth, followed by, there goes my little crystal that just fell off my nail here. You also have here Cancer. Cancer, which is I feel. This is talking about the zodiac sign of Cancer here. It has a lot of green, a lot of heart chakra here energy for sure. And you also have here assessing. Now, when I place this card down, this person is number 1 on a hot air balloon. Okay. And they're looking into the future. So there you go. Okay. All right, let's take a look at what this is coming through. Well, listen, with Pluto in rebirth, this is an opportunity, the Lionsgate portal. You're going to have an opportunity during this Lionsgate portal to have a very deep emotional transformation. Not only transformational, changes here, but there's going to be here this sense of you being able to let go of many layers. Just coming across as many layers. You see all those rings there? It's gonna be like many, many, many layers of, for some of you, it's energetic. It's coming through energetic, like being able to heal and seal. That's what I'm hearing. Being able to heal and seal something here having to do with your auric or spiritual body, not physical body, spiritual bodies. So the layer of your aura, there's something here about shifting and changing that. It's as if you're going to be born again, but in an energetic way, in a spiritual way. Remember that in tarot, now this is not a tarot deck, but remember in tarot, the death card represents that transition, and the judgment card represents that rebirth, also that renewal. So I do feel that there's going to be many layers or many aspects also that you're going to be transitioning from. I feel there's going to be this sense of this natural course of endings, of emotional rebirth, especially here with Cancer. So there's this sense of an emotional rebirth here happening for you. Or being, you having this opportunity to be able to transform and take this moment here during the Lionsgate portal to connect with that feminine energy. And feminine energy has nothing to do with gender. It's about that yin energy. It's you being able to connect with your emotions, connect with your intuition, connect with all those things, situations, circumstance, events, people, breakups, separation, divorces, whatever this may be for you, and really do a clean slate type of energy. This is going to be a deep, I'm hearing like deep cleaning, like very deep in regards to um I'm hearing monumental. So there may be something that you haven't decided to tackle emotionally. And during this Lionsgate portal, you may be taking some type of emotional or mental inventory to be able to wipe the slate or the emotional slate clean so that you could really embark on something new or embark in a next step. It's like needing to say goodbye to something very big here. And Cancer energy here, this may be very much connected to home, family, emotions. It's like you're going to be able to take a look. You're going to have an opportunity during this Lionsgate portal to take a look at the bigger picture, but not just on a superficial, but the bigger picture and the depth of it. And that may take depth and time. And depth and time is very much connected to Cancer because that, like I said, is the heart chakra energy. I feel emotions. And I feel here with this Pluto energy, it's more of like outer change. Remember I said I was feeling like this, like your auric field or your auric body, which is the outside piece, right? The outside layer that we don't see. So there's this sense of an external and internal type of shifts and cleansing here. There's this sense of you stepping not only out of your comfort zone, but stepping into your power. And that being here this next step for you. Because whatever it is, this next step, this opportunity that's coming for you, it's going to be big. And it may be a little far off. So I feel that between now, this Lionsgate portal in 2025 to the next Lionsgate portal, which would be 2026, within that time span, so within this year, there's going to be moments where this may be occurring for you. Now you have here first quarter moon, and that may be here very much connected to something important. Maybe you working with the moon energy. You have that, and you also have the full moon here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 full moons here. So it's like consecutively working with and amplifying that energy. With assessing, I'm getting that you're going to have an opportunity to look at things more closely, to analyze something more in depth, but to really be able to see something that is coming your way. And I think that that's the reason why this opportunity here for you in regards to kind of like cleaning things up, so to speak. I feel here that this is not about being impulsive at all. This is about, like, for example, maybe, okay, so this is how it's coming across. There's this sense of like high frequency energy being here in order for you to connect with that Lionsgate portal, right? But it doesn't mean that you have to make impulsive movements or impulsive decisions in order for you to attain what's coming in the horizon. You see what I'm saying? So the energy is very high and maybe shifting, and you may feel a certain way, right? But it doesn't mean hurry up. It means pay closer attention. Okay? Because there's something here. Listen, Pluto and Cancer both favor depth. They both favor the depth of something. It's not about the superficiality of something. So this Lionsgate portal may give you the opportunity not only to change something on the external or externally, but change something here internally in order for you to be able to be ready for this beautiful next step. So there's this energy here about you being more intentional, being more aligned with your soul in the choices that you make moving forward. Let's see what else is coming through for you, group number 3. Wow, I mean, all of the three groups, interesting. That stood behind. I want to go to that because I don't know why that happened, but we'll see. You have returning, you see? Returning. I'll turn this over in a minute. Returning, going with the flow. Yeah. In order for you to make those soul aligned choices and to look at things from a bigger picture, there is a requirement here for this transformation to occur on many levels. It's not just your heart, it's not just emotions, it's everything. It could even be your lifestyle. It could be, externally, maybe, I don't know, I'm getting exercise here. Like how you push your body in motion, like physical motion, exercising, walking, that creates some type of energetic heightening here. Well, I mean, that does make sense because when you exercise, there's a hormone that goes up. Isn't it dopamine or something like that? There's the happy hormone. It makes you feel less sad or depressed because exercise actually increases that happy hormone or that happy chemical in your body. So there may be here about you going with the flow, not only physical flow like exercise, but also emotional flow. Let's see what this is about. Ooh, time. Give this time. This, and I said this before, and I'll say it again. I told you, Pluto and Cancer both favor depth, and the depth is going to be different. Pluto is going to be the external depth, and Cancer is coming in as the internal depth. And that's going to take time. And remember that I said, and I channeled this before, where I said it's not going to be something that's going to happen quickly. It's like, yes, the high frequency energy is there, right? That portal is open there, but it doesn't mean that you have to rush to do something at all. It does not mean that. Don't make impulsive moves, don't make impulsive decisions, because it's all about you assessing, observing, and making sure that it fits. Oh, yep. That it fits with this new timeline, this new energy, this newness that's coming in, or that you are going to be more aware of also. So if it's not a tangible opportunity, it could be it could be a spiritual or energetic opportunity here for you, where you start seeing things completely different, like like a real big shift and change, you know? Hmm. Beautiful messages here. Very, very in depth. By the way, you do have the number 99 here. 27, 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. And you also have the number 9 there. So 99 here as an angel number. And what number is here? Okay. All right. No, I just wanted to make sure. All right. Intuitive friend, let's see what else is coming through for you. What is your advice here? Potential advice during this opportunity here, during the Lionsgate portal. And you have be busy. Interesting. You know, when the bees are together and they're working on something like a honeycomb, the honeycomb doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. But not only that, bees, bees humming sound, that buzzing that the bees do, there's a frequency connected to that. I remember because I had a bee situation last year. Um, so yeah, very interesting. All right, let's see what this says. It says B, community. You are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the king or queen of abundance. Now it says queen because if we're talking about bees, a bee has a queen. And the queen is the one that is a super central piece in the whole ecosystem of the bee community. So there's this energy here of an opportunity at the Lionsgate portal. It says harmony. I wrote harmony, stay focused, useful, protectors, and busy. Yeah, I mean, wow. Listen, intuitive friends, if these messages resonate for you, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to be subscribed, and down below in the comment box, drop me a rose. Let me know how these messages resonated for you. And I wish you the very best, and I'll see you soon.